Okay, thank you, Mr. Tedesco, for this interview.
My pleasure.
Can you maybe start with that you explain what the situation was at Swissbit and why did you decide to go for a Salesforce solution integrated with SAP?
Right, so Swissbit has been a SAP environment for the last 10 years and has implemented SAP in every country that they're doing business. Swissbit is doing business in 3 continents and has multiple subsidiaries and has grown its customer base quite heavily over the last couple of years. It's a very successful provider of memory solutions for the industrial customers. So you can imagine the customer requirements are actually pretty heavy, and the current SAP environment was not supporting this customer relation process. Therefore, we looked for a solution that would accommodate this customer process, and we decided to go with Salesforce because it was on one hand providing the best CRM functionality, and on the other hand it would give us a fast implementation and fast track solution to success of what we wanted to achieve with our customers.
And why did you choose to use Overcast for doing the integration part with SAP?
So, as I've said before, I mean, SAP is a very important backbone of the Swissbit business, and therefore we needed to have a stable and scalable integration platform, which ultimately was also based on the cloud, where we would not have incur any additional hardware cost, and we would not have to manage the daily business of running the middleware or the cloud-based solution. And therefore it was really important for us to have high availability, that it would provide a certain performance that would accommodate the number of transactions we have globally. And we needed to have a platform that was SAP certified, so we wouldn't engage into an endeavor where we would have lots of surprises. We didn't want to do any further SAP development, so we wanted to have something that integrated smoothly, and those were mainly the key drivers why we went with Overcast.
Okay, so where do you actually see the main advantages of Overcast in integrating?
Well, when we first started with the implementation, the first big advantage was the fast implementation. I mean, it was fast track. We were able to integrate some parts of the subtables very quickly, so we could see data flowing from one to the other side quickly. So that was a quick win on one side. The second one was the proven track record that we had seen in other implementations that would accommodate and basically increase our confidence that it can happen. As I said, again, the scalability was an important factor, and the SAP know-how that Overcast team actually brought into this project was important too, because we are memory experts, we're not SAP experts in that sense.
So what were your experiences when using Overcast actually in the implementation project and thereafter?
Well, during the implementation process, I mean, at the beginning we had to go some of the hard yards to actually learn what exactly we wanted to integrate. So we needed to go back into the SAP modules to really understand what kind of information we wanted to flow from one to the other side. So the internal project management and the project management overall was a challenge. But once that hurdle was overcome, it was actually pretty easy to then start and get the stuff going. Now that the application is actually running and the integration between SAP and Salesforce is running, it's basically smoothless. Nobody knows there is something in between, and that's how it should basically be. So the business is running, and Salesforce is the CRM driver, and SAP is the transaction platform, so therefore it flows seamlessly through, and that is done through Overcast.
Thank you. And finally, are there any other comments you would like to make?
Well, obviously, once this is like with every implementation, once you've done this, you learn what is capable of being done. So the hunger comes. So best practice approaches and learning from other projects will be great. So sharing knowledge so that customers like Swissbit could actually do more and implement more between Salesforce and SAP, that would be great. So a platform to share knowledge would be great.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.